Good afternoon. We are so happy. We are so happy that you are all here. We had a lovely, wonderful, energetic, exciting performance last night, and we're ready to do it again today. Students in the room, I know that you will be appropriate and kind and enthusiastic audience members. So I am thanking you in advance for that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Curtains.
There's still a sharpshooting contest. Sheriff Tuck, if we lose, the bank's gonna foreclose on the schoolhouse.
I thought for sure that masked gunslinger was gonna save the day.
No, Rob Hood got put in jail for robbing from the railroad tycoons and giving the money back to the farmers.
What do you say about that, Madam Marion?
Would you like us to hold our horses 1 second?
Just hold your horses 1 second. Look, it's Rob Hood. Oh, yes, look, it's Rob Hood. I wonder who he is. What face is under that mask?
This face.
Why, you're Alan Odell, that friendly lawman from the East I was so crazy about. I thought you were all done with us.
Not when I found myself a home, a place where I belong, keeping company with the people I love the most.
You came to us as a stranger, rid this place of crime, and gave us new hope in ourselves. Now that's going to be one tough act to follow.
Well, how's this? Will you be my lawful wedded wife, Miss Nancy?
Oh, yes, I will.
Ding dong, ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong. Wide open spaces, everywhere I look I see those wide open spaces where the future waits for you and me. It can't stay forever. And wherever I may roam, I'll see those wide open spaces, and all that Kansas is home. KANSAS USA.
Someone call a doctor.
Oh my. Holy smokes.
Oh, crap. What? The reviews aren't good? What don't they like?
That we put on a show. Look. The Boston Globe says, if you loved Oklahoma, stay there as long as Robin Hood is running in Boston.
Carmen, you're the producer. There's got to be something in the papers we can use. I've got a lot of money in this turkey.
Well, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, Let me consult with the writing team. Georgia, Aaron, does debacle have two meanings?
No.
Well, that's a shame. Critics! Who'd make a living killing other people's dreams? I mean, what kind of man would take a job like that? What kind of slob would take a job like that? Who could be mean enough, base and obscene enough to take a job like that?
Wait a minute, here's something in the Herald that might be good.
Former composer and teen lyricist Aaron Fox and Georgia Hendricks have provided film star Jessica Cranshaw with a starred vehicle that ought to be driven off a cliff.
What kind of man would want a job like that?
What kind of putz would drive you nuts like that? Who could be thin enough, mentally sick enough? Who'd want to grow to be everyone's enemy? Critics are hated and so excoriated. Tell me what kind of man would want a job like? Hey, get a load of this. The Cambridge Patriot says, considering the talent and experience of the veterans involved, Robin Hood is sure to be a huge Broadway smash. What kind of genius has a mind like that? So perspicacious, wise, and kind like that.
Far from his mother's knee, she must be thrilled to see
How he grew up to be such brilliant company. Refined and reflective, we're completely objective, but it lifts up your heart to meet a man like that.
That's all well and good, but the Cambridge Patriot isn't the Boston Globe. The Globe is the review we needed.
Funny none of them mentioned Jessica fainting.
Well, she fainted during the bows when the critics sneak out of the theater to go off to their parties. Face it, with these reviews, we won't make it to tomorrow. We'll never make it to Broadway.
I'm afraid you're right.
No, you two are just oversensitive because you wrote the show. This is only round one. The first musical my late husband, the great Sid Bernstein, and I produced was Savaged Out of Town. But we rolled up our sleeves, did a major rewrite, and brought it to Broadway. And that musical, my friends, was Bye Bye Bunny. Closed before the audience opened their playbills, but the point is, this is a Carmen Bernstein production. I decided it goes to New York, not Daryl Grady of the Boston Globe. So we're still shooting for Broadway? Aaron and Georgia, you keep writing tunes that bounce. Olivia, you keep reading checks that don't.
That's all well and good, but until our leading lady gets out of the hospital, who knows what happens next?
They just have her under observation. I'm sure she'll be out by morning.
Is there no limit?
Sounds like our director.
Is there no limit?
She got such horrendous reviews.
Is there no limit? I ask you to my brilliance.
Christine, where were you tonight? I have put a lot of money in the show. As our director, you owed all of us.
Oh, be still your foolish mouth. Nothing to be gleaned by watching one show with the fraudulent audience of an opening night. I went for a walk. At this stage in any life of a musical, one should refrain from inventing anything brilliant, but simply eliminate all that's awful. Now I ask without fear of the answer, what was the most awful thing in our show?
Jessica.
Jessica, of course. Carmen, I came here to convince you to get rid of our star, only to have the cast inform me she's been in the hospital. I fear there's a greater power at work here.
Carmen, there's a phone call for you. Thanks, Jenny. That's probably the New York office. Jenny, you're the stage manager. How's the cast taking the reviews?
Well, they decided to throw a combination opening and closing night party.
Defeatist the lot of you. You've yet to hear my plan of action, but here you shall.
Well, at least we still have Bobby in the title role.
Well, looks like we're going to be heading back to New York a little sooner than we all thought.
Listen, people. I think it's a shame our leading lady collapsed at tonight's performance. She might have done it weeks ago and saved us a month of misery. But the cavity that Jessica has created must be appropriately filled.
May I speak? As Jessica's understudy, I'd feel terrible taking over under these circumstances.
No need to feel terrible, Nikki.
But
No need, because you're still going to be the understudy. But to Georgia,
Georgia?
I don't know, Christine.
you know the score and script better than anybody else. You sing the songs from your heart because that's where the words came from.
Excuse me, but speaking for those of us in the chorus, I really think Nikki should get the role. I mean, she's talented and dedicated.
And since you're Nikki's understudy, if she gets the lead, then you get her role.
Well, yes, that too.
Nice try, but either Georgia's in or I'm out. Olivia, what do you say?
Christine, I'll put my money where your mouth is.
Aaron, and I assume this more than meets with your expectations?
This entire debate is pointless if Jessica shows up tomorrow.
Heaven help us, her performance was worse than ever.
Jessica Cranshaw will never be better than she was this evening.
But she was horrible.
I know, but she'll never be better. She's dead. That was the hospital alarm phone. In terms of future performances, Jessica Crenshaw now has a conflict.
What happened?
They wouldn't tell me.
Christine, do you want to say something to the company about Jessica?
Well, shall we observe a moment of silence to match the audience response to Jessica's first number?
Christine!
Well, all right, let's all form a semicircle. Jenny, push that stuff out of the way. Tallest on the inside. No, Bambi, you're blocking the left side of the house. Ahem. People, Jessica was a part of our company, and now we part company. But I'm sure we'll remember her in our thoughts and in our resumes. I know you like to express your sorrow as both a tribute and as an acting exercise. Now, who's first?
I'll go first. Oh, excuse me. I'm Lieutenant Frank Chaffee with the Greater Boston Police. I'm assigned to the Homicide Division, and oh, it's an honor to be stepping on the same stage of each and every one of you. I happened to see Robin Hood in previews, and with the exception of the deceased Miss Late Jessica Cranshaw, you're all just wonderful performers. Oh, sorry. If I enter a rehearsal, I just wanted to assure you that my work will not delay your production from reaching its home on Broadway. It's so genuinely deserved. Oh, and also, what a great score.
I appreciate that, Lieutenant.
On behalf of my half of that compliment, thanks as well.
You're so very welcome. I've done some community theater myself.
Okay.
Wait. You say you're from Homicide?
Well, yes. Based on the preliminary autopsy, it's clear that Jessica Cranshaw has been murdered.
What?
And what are they doing with the killer? I mean, does he get a trophy or a new car?
Christine!
Sorry, pure reflex.
What killed her?
Cyanic acid. It was in capsule form, which is why nobody noticed she's been poisoned until the capsules dissolved in her stomach, causing a chemical reaction. Working backwards from when the capsules dissolved, she noticed she took them in the very final minutes of this evening performance.
Couldn't she have killed herself?
No. Due to the trauma at the back of her throat, it suggests she didn't take them voluntarily. Now, may I ask, who's in charge here other than myself?
Permit me, Lieutenant. I'm the critically acclaimed director, Christine Belling, and I'll be blocking your investigation.
I hope that's not the case, but if you need to wrap some things up with your crew, please go right ahead.
Company, I know you'll give Jessica her support as she steps into the late Miss Cranshaw's shoes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
As one would expect from me. All ready to press forward with Robin Hood and Georgia? Give me a show of hands.
That's it? Listen, people, life is full of setbacks and disappointments, but with Georgia taking over the lead, we've got ourselves a real shot. The show is going on. Are you with me, gang?
You know, if we leave now, we can make the last train back to New York.
Stop!
I can't believe we're doing it. We're putting on a musical. That has to be the most fulfilling thing anyone could hope of doing. You're all heroes to me. You're a special kind of people known as show people. You live in a world of your own. The audience pay plenty to sit there and clap, hearing you sing, watching you tap. Did you know your dentist longs to be in show business? Your window washer wants to be a star. And though your analyst may never couch it that way,
Analyst, couch.
you don't know how lucky you are.
Some policemen and detectives dream of show business. They can't get arrested, but still they sit around the station and fancy this life.
They cheer Sherlock Holmes and cheer Mac the Knife.
Ask your cleaning lady, don't you dream of show business? To vocalize or stretch beside a bar.
Frog, as she shampoos your rug.
Let you know how lucky you are. There's a special kind of aura around a show person. Just ask the next waiter you meet.
He walks in fifth position, his voice is just grand.
He hands you the check, you give him a hand.
If the boys in valet parking turn to show business, they could scalp a higher ticket for your car. And my tree surgeon now started taking a bow. About, get it? B-O-U? Don't you know how lucky you are? We're a special kind of people known as show people. We live in a world of our own. Our days are tied to curtains, they rise and they fall.
We're born every night at half-hour call.
Half hour. We can't picture being anything but show people. Civilians find our whole thing quite bizarre. But that hope in our hearts when the overture starts helps us know how lucky we are. It's an honor and a joy to be in show business. I feel that spotlight hit me and I'm gone. At the last curtain call, I'm the envy of home. So I know the show must go on. So thrilling, we're show people and on. So thrilling, we're show people and on. So thrilling, we're show people go
And listen, really listen. Robin Hood should really go on.
Lieutenant, may I speak to you for a moment? My name's Nikki.
Harris, Miss Nikki Harris, I read your bio several times on the bus ride home the other night. May I say, I found your performance particularly memorable.
Well, thank you.
I am crazy about your vibrato. I'm your biggest fan.
You're so kind. Anyway, yesterday Miss Crouch asked me to help coach on her lines, and of course I said I'd be glad to help.
That's so like you.
Well, I'm also her understudy. At least I was. I guess I'm George's now. But then these 3 letters fell out of Miss Cranchon's script. She didn't take them seriously, but I kept them. I'm afraid my fingerprints are all over them. They're death threats. See? The words and letters have been pasted on the paper, cut with little curved finger scissors from a newspaper or magazine, I would imagine.
You're murdering the score, but I'll murder you. You'll drop before the curtain does. If you don't quit, you'll die. Legit.
Can you tell anything from them?
Well, they seem pretty negative in spirit.
Well, yes, of course.
Oh, sorry. Did you want me to do it the Arthur Conan Doyle style? Well, these notes, they tell very little. Except that the person who wrote them is in their early 40s, 6'4" in height, always wear a pewter ring, served their time in the military, and despite being a righty, is known to their closest friends as a lefty.
However, did you know that?
Oh, I didn't. I mean, if I knew that, wow. I mean, wow.
Gee, for a second, I was impressed. What do you say we all go across the street and throw on the fear bags and celebrate the late Jessica Cranshaw?
Nope, you can't. This theater is quarantined, and none of you can leave. All the exits and entrances are guarded. You all will be living right here in this theater. Emergency services will be notified shortly to bring in cots and meals.
You're taking the law into your own hands, Chaffee.
Well,
Wait a second. The talented members of this cast are entitled to a day off.
The talented members and even you, Elaine.
It's Bambi, Mother.
regarding to what you said about me taking the law into my own hands, that's what I'm paid to do. That's what this badge is here for. Anyway, being sequestered here will help you fix your musical into making it in better shape to reach it on Broadway.
Fixing mine?
Now, folks, just go around your various tasks as if this wasn't the scene of a homicide. I'll be speaking to each and every one of you in the morning. Oh, and pleasant dreams, everyone.
And will you be wanting me any further, Lieutenant?
Oh, actually, Miss Harris, I'd like to take you into my confidence regarding this investigation. I just met an opening night cast that seemed so eager to close.
Well, I can understand how they might feel. They all gave up wonderful jobs and hit Broadway musicals to work up here in Boston. I've never performed outside of this city, and Bambi's had to fight her mother at every step just to be in the chorus. The rest of the cast are underpaid and overworked, though surely not enough to drive any of them to murder.
Keep in mind, I'm in arm's reach at any time of the day or night. Can I walk you home? I want to learn on how you got your acting career started.
Oh, I'd be delighted, but you said we're not allowed to leave.
Darn.
All right, everyone. The detective will begin questioning soon, and we cannot panic.
But what if we're blamed? I mean, we all had the most access to her.
Please, Trudy, no one can blame you. You're too shy and sweet. They're looking at me for answers. I mean, I did tell her that she wore so much blush, it made her look like a clown.
This is not the time to point fingers, Anel. We need to focus on what happened.
Wait, who are we talking about again? The one who couldn't sing and kept forgetting her lines?
Yes, Shelby, you know our leading lady? The one who just dropped dead during curtain call. Focus!
I can't believe she's really gone. She always demanded the most terrible costumes. She thought they were gorgeous.
Trudy, listen. We all need to keep our heads in the game. Let's talk about what happened last. Did anyone notice anything unusual before the performance?
Well, I did see her arguing with the director earlier. Belling was fierce that Jessica was bringing down the show. Maybe she did it.
No, Belling wouldn't do that. She's got a huge ego, but she couldn't have done something like that.
Maybe it was the theater ghost. You know they say this place is haunted.
Shelby, no ghost stories. You know they scare you. We need to focus on the facts.
Right, because facts are all we need when we're stuck here with a murderer.
A murderer? What if they come for us next?
No one is coming for us, Trudy. We're safe here. We just need to cooperate with the detective.
Did you see that? I told you it was the ghost.
Yes, Shelby, because ghosts have a tendency to flicker lights all the time.
What if the lights are warning us?
Enough. Anel, you were sent right for the curtain call. Did you notice anything?
Let's see. She ruined the show, took her bow, got the flowers, and dropped dead.
Maybe she tripped over her own feet again and hit her head. You know, kaboom?
Shelby, that's awful. How could you say that about somebody who just died?
Come on, girls. We need to figure this out before I get questioned. Try this one more time.
And while you chat away, your eyes will bat away. Feet off the ground, your heart will pound. Feet off the ground, your heart will pound. Feet off the... I'm sorry. You're all being very patient, but I can't do this. Would somebody like me to try?
You can do this, Georgia.
I can go from a cartwheel right into a split.
If one of you is the killer, would you please take her next?
Folks, Detective O'Farrell is here with the last delivery of clothes for your hotel rooms.
Make sure to claim your bundles downstairs by the fire door. Mrs. Bernstein sent a goodie bag for each of you.
And in 1/2 hour, Lieutenant Chaffee will begin questioning altos and tenors in the green room. Don't be late.
Lieutenant, rising from your interrogation chamber to grace us with your presence.
No. Thought I'd stretch my legs. Been in the green room all day.
At least you got to sleep in your own bed last night.
Sorry about that.
Heads up, scenery flying in.
Excuse me? Lieutenant Frank Chaffee, Greater Boston Police. Mind telling me who you are and how you got in?
Oh, as a member of the press, I'm exempt from your quarantine. Dale Grady of the Boston Globe.
Dale Grady? Why would you show your face here of all places?
I'm as mystified as you. The show's producers asked me to pay a visit.
That's right, Carmen Bernstein, Mr. Grady. You have our thanks for coming by, if not for your review.
Listen, I tried my level best to say something good about your production. I praised the choreography and that young lady who played the schoolmarm, Nikki,
Harris.
Well, I'm afraid it's all history now. My condolences on the loss and star of your show.
Oh, no, we're keeping Robin Hood open. And once we've ironed out the kinks, we're asking you to review it again, with Georgia Hendricks in the lead.
Georgia Hendricks, you're a lyricist? That is some story. And yes, there is a precedent for reappraising your show. All right, tell you what, I'll reappraise your show tomorrow night.
Tomorrow?
It's the best I can do. And to be fair, keep in mind, not many shows can survive 2 bad reviews from the Globe in 1 week.
Carmen, can this be done? In a Carmen Bernstein production, anything is possible. Let's go tell the cast we have 24 hours to hold a week of rehearsals.
Oh, good day, Lieutenant. I was looking for Georgia.
Oh, hello, Miss Harris. I think she just went to the green room.
And I can't believe it. Mr. Darrell Grady, am I allowed to offer my thanks for the kind words you wrote?
Please do not misunderstand, Miss Harris, but I try not to fraternize with the artists I review. But let me just say, you did stand out in what otherwise was a misguided production.
Mr. Grady, I thought that your review of Robin Hood was needlessly cruel and way off the mark.
Yeah, like you know how to judge acting.
Yep, you're right. You're the expert. However, Mr. Grady, I regret to inform you that I'm placing you under arrest for the crime of murder.
What? Have you lost your mind?
Any statement that you say will be used against you in court of law.
This is insane. What are you saying?
I'm saying my favorite lines from Agatha Christie's Murder at the Vicarage. I played Chief Inspector Stark at the Natick Town Players 2 summers ago. Oh, did you think I was saying that for real? Gosh, Mr. Grady, I'm not sure if you know how to judge acting. You can go now.
I had a real pleasure meeting you, Mr. Chaffee. I think I'll see myself out.
Swell acting, Lieutenant, and not just on the community theater level. I'm in college.
Oh, well, thank you.
And how is your investigation coming along, if I may ask?
I've been going over the financial records, and it's the same thing as you said. Everyone here's getting paid equity minimum, even like the newcomers like you and Bambi, but your stars as well.
Lieutenant, you must clear the stage immediately. I've just been informed I have less time to reinvent the show than Moses did to cross the Red Sea. And he had God on his side.
Hey, is this true?
I'm getting reviewed tomorrow.
Nikki, go fetch Bambi. I have no choice but to reblock in the same boat here and now.
Oh, I'm going to have to watch this.
Why? Do you think something's gonna happen?
No, I just like this number. Although...
What?
No. It's nothing, but...
Oh my God, what?
I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Oh my God, spit it out.
I don't think that changing the choreography will help out this number anymore. It's kind of lackluster. It lacks...
Yes?
Luster. I mean, 3 women on the Arkansas River trying to get to Wichita before the farmers take their land. It's great stuff for your 11 o'clock number, but I mean, Aaron, can we hear it?
Okay, let's take In the Same Boat from the top.
All right, ladies, sing for Lieutenant, would you? Here you go, Chaffee. Just for you.
In the same boat, on the same sea, shaking inside as the tide keeps rising. Nary a ship, nary a sail, nary a soul on the whole horizon. Still we are not discouraged, due to the ancient quote that you're likely to win. Take it all on the chin when you're in the same boat.
You see what I'm saying? For such a big moment in the show, it's kind of mild-mannered.
Strangely enough, I agree. We need a completely new composition, and one that's catchier than, well, Pink Eye.
Oh, you want a hit?
Yes, and not some song from one of your old failed shows either.
Look, Christine, if you want me to come up with anything at all, you have to give me a little private time with my piano and my writing partner.
Well, your writing partner is now my dance partner. And if we don't get the saloon number under our belts by tonight, we are all finished.
Yes, and I need to see that number this very instant, Jenny. I want to fix our post for the Act 1 finale of the Bars at the Bars at the Barbie Bars Bar Saloon.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
I can't say that again.
Director Belling's rehearsal takes priority, so anyone who needs to go get changed, please go right ahead. Should give you some alone time, Mr. Fox.
Alone? Yeah.
Must be challenging when your partner is
Otherwise engaged?
Yeah. May I ask, only because I've wondered this my entire life, what comes first, the lyric or the music?
Same answer to the chicken or the egg?
So it's the lyric.
Aaron, oh, sorry, am I interrupting?
No, I'm the goat party there. Thank you for the insights, Mr. Fox. Good luck in your upcoming number, Miss Hendricks.
I forgot my lyric. Can you believe it? Me?
Well, you're not the lyricist anymore. You're the star. How does it feel to be back on stage?
Terrifying? Thrilling? I've missed it.
Georgia, we've got to do That Away right away.
Must we?
Yeah, come on, have your costume. We got to change.
Oh, Aaron, I'm starting to think you were right when you said I was wrong for this.
Georgia, break a leg.
Thanks. You can finish the song without me.
I'm a one-man band.
Okay, kids, let's take it from the top of That Away. Oh, and good luck.
Oh, Mirren, what will we do? All the boys have left us. Ladies, you must control yourselves.
But Rob just left these parts, and all the boys went with them.
Don't you worry, girls. We'll go out and find them. No man can resist a lady in love. He made a getaway. He left me flat away. At times like this, a modern miss should gallop that away. When love goes this away, don't blow your bliss away. You might find out he's just about a hug and kiss away. No matter which way he takes that snitch away, I won't relent till he'll consent to make a switch away. If he's in Santa Fe or in Piscataway, I'll pack my gown and leave this town to get him that way. if he's straight depends on my lasso. It ain't just how you but how you proceed to pursue 'em. If you move this way, and shake it that way, there's every chance he'll see you dance and holler, "Attaway!" Then if you flip away, rotate your hip away, just wait and see, I guarantee your man won't slip away. If you're the maid for him, don't sit and wait for him. It's up to you, but if you do, you'll be too late for him. If there's a spat away, don't throw his hat away. Forget that fight and hold him tight till he gets that way.
What's that music? What's that dance? What's that stirring? It's romance. Did you see that? Holy cow! What the heck do I do now?
If you move this way and shake it that way, there's every chance he'll see you dance and holler, "Attaway!" Then if you flip away, rotate your hip away, just wait and see, I guarantee your man won't slip away. If you're the maid for him, don't sit and wait for him. It's up to you, but if you do, you'll be too late for him. If there's a side way, don't throw his hat away. Forget that fight and hold him tight till he gets that way. Don't chew the fat away. We have what that to say. Let's run the race. Love sets the pace. Cut to the chase. Let's all go that way. Or maybe that way. I'm heading that way.
That's fantastic! Georgia, everybody!
With Georgia now, it's so good leaving the audience chanting for just a little bit more.
But very good, but as long as we're all in our positions, I would like to fix your post for Act 1 curtain.
Oh, sorry, but if I may, this briefcase contains some compromising evidence I've gained up on one of you. Now, I'm not going to point finger.
An urgent call from headquarters.
Just continue as you were.
Very well, so as I was saying, I would like to fix our post for Act 1 curtain, so if you all...
Right. As I thought, as you were, seems like everyone here except for Nikki has something to hide. Oh, and in that briefcase contains nothing but a bowl of chowder from the Union Oyster House.
New England?
Manhattan. So, made a few phone calls, questioned all of you, and what do I come up with? A murder victim named Jessica Cranshaw, only working for a fraction of her usual firm salary. A distinguished director who despised the late Jessica Cranshaw, but slaved to make this musical work. A dancer choreographer who turned down the chance to work with Balanchine to do a song and a dance on spare change. A one-woman bank who, despite having no prior interest in theater, sinks herself in, making payment after payment. Ex-composing partners who reunite and work together, but not in harmony. A company who celebrates when the show gets torn to ribbons by the critics because that means they're free at last. And what does this tell me? That Carmen Bernstein has been blackmailing each and every one of you onto working on the show.
Look, Lieutenant, I'm sure people have things about themselves they'd like to keep to themselves.
Agreed.
Carmen and her late husband knew secrets about everyone.
Agreed. I'm not here to solve your deepest, darkest secrets. Well, only the ones that killed Jessica. In fact, when I was searching through your office files, I found this black notebook. Each page containing a company member's name and a memo and Carmen Bernstein's dead husband, Sid Bernstein's little secret code on why they were blackmailed. Do you recognize this?
People, listen. I had no idea this was how Sydney got you all to work so cheap. He was the one who handled the negotiations. I had no idea this was happening. And when he died, I wanted to continue with the show because I believed in it. And to think you all thought I was behind this? I'm so sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will all no longer be blackmailed. But you're all still murder suspects. Now get to work. You may have joined the musical for the wrong reasons, but you still signed a contract.
Darn straight.
And I think Olivia deserves a return on all the investment.
Thank you.
And also, because the best way for me to solve this case is to keep the pressure up in this cooker of a theater, but also because this could be a really good show. Just be careful during rehearsals, because I don't want it to be an early curtain call for you.
Take 5, everyone.
I thought I saw a director sneaking around.
Murder is a very British thing, isn't it?
Well, if I had to bet, I'd really say she did it.
Ah, she did it, 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 I'm sure. Although she appears with a posture that's pious, her principles hardly are pure. It isn't a stretch to believe it, that murderous motive was hers. She did it, she did it, she did it, then hid it, and now she is off to a prison.
Knowing that one of the company is the killer, I thought I saw Bambi sneaking around earlier. You know, maybe she killed Jessica so you could take over the lead and Bambi could get your part.
Oh, how silly. She should have just killed me. I never said that.
If you ask me, she did it.
Ah, she did it, 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 I know. With laughter she killed her, and after we grilled her, she swore that she wasn't the one. The facts aren't really surprising, her morals are probably loose. She did it, she did it, she did it, then hid it, and now she is off to the loose. Yow!
To think that someone in this company is trying to change my direction?
I thought I saw Aaron and Georgia sneaking around.
Songwriting teams are always trying to do it like the director. And they're all quite mad. I could easily believe they did it.
Ah, they did it, they did it, they did it, they did it. I've worked with those losers before. They went right ahead and they slaughtered a person the same way they slaughtered the score. Well, this is the end of their output. Their future is not worth a thing. They did it, they did it, they did it, they did it, and now they're going to sing, sing. They did it, 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 she did it, they did it, and now she's up to the who. Sing on, gal, sing.
Wow, can you believe that the great Sid Bernstein blackmailed all those people to get them to be in this lousy show? That would make me want to murder someone.
Do you really think someone in our company could have done it?
Of course. Have you been watching Nikki? She's been waiting to take over that role for forever. I think Nikki's nice. She's sweet, the real deal.
Let's not jump to conclusions. We need to consider all the suspects. What about Bobby? He was always frustrated with his performances.
But I mean, he wouldn't actually hurt her, right? He could always just get some other show. Why take the chance?
I don't know. His reviews in last year have been bad. More like he couldn't stand to be upstaged by her. I wouldn't put it past him.
And what about Karen? You know she's been jealous of Jessica since they were chorus girls together.
Karen does have motive. She's Jessica's hottest rival. She even tried to trip her in our rehearsal.
Oh no, what if she did it? What if she just snapped?
Please, Trudy, we need to think logically. Then there's Murray's ex-boyfriend. He had a pretty public breakup with her.
Wait, who's Murray again? Is he the one with the cute dimples?
No, Shelby, that's Bobby. Murray's the one who always looks so broody all the time.
Yeah, broody enough to plot a murder if you ask me.
Do you really think he could be capable of that?
I thought he was just misunderstood.
Let's not jump to conclusions. We need to gather evidence. What did each of them say before the incident?
I overheard Nikki saying something about finally getting her chance.
And I saw Bobby giving Jessica dark looks after rehearsals.
I thought he was just mad about the choreography.
Or maybe he was mad about something else.
And Karen was asking strange too. She kept saying how it was her time to shine.
That sounds ominous.
Ominous? Like a new hairstyle?
No, Shelby, ominous as in suspicious.
All right, we need to figure out who had the most to gain from our death.
What if they all did it together?
A murder team? That would be so awesome.
Shelby, you are such a ditz. Let's go check out what's happening in the green room instead.
Rise and shine. We'll start with a new version of In the Same Boat. Your breakfast orders are waiting downstairs, and Lieutenant Chaffee is here.
Morning, folks.
Oh, Mr. Chaffee, I must talk to you. I've just found more death threats, and they're covered with my fingerprints once again.
That's okay, Miss Harris. You've already proved you're trustworthy and that you're forthcoming to me.
Well, thank you.
Dear Carmen, end the show or it's the end of you.
I am not closing the show. Come on, Olivia. I'm going to need some more checks signed.
I think I feel the writer's cramp coming on.
Lieutenant, what's the matter?
It's just been troubling me since yesterday. Why, Bobby, what? Of all people, you...
All right, Lieutenant, spit it out.
You ought to be in the 4th Henderson Square dance number.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, wouldn't Rob Hood stop the show for that? Wouldn't he just go to the big picnic disguised as Alan Odell?
It makes sense.
And Daryl Grady of the Globe loved Bobby's dancing.
Bobby, can you improvise a short turn in time for tonight?
Sure, but I don't know if I can make the costume change.
For God's sake, it's just losing the bandana and putting on a mask.
We'll time it out now, Jenny. The 4 Henderson Square dance number. The 4 Henderson Square dance number!
Oh, and Aaron, for the love of Mike, when are we going to get the new version of In the Same Boat?
I already did it.
Without me?
Yeah, we kind of rehearsed it while you were getting fitted last night.
To be honest, I think it turned out pretty well.
Whoa, can we hear it?
Sure. I changed it to Rob Hood and his men heading up the mighty Colorado.
Randy, Harv, help me out here.
If you just wrote it last night, where are the musicians playing?
I brought a brand new melody to fit the old orchestra parts.
Very smart.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Here we are, my shipmates and me, lost on a windy sea. All the planks are springing a leak. We'd like to bail, but we forgot the pail, and we regret to say our compass is gone, but somehow we still sail on, because to hedge we hedge our best, as some fellow wrote, and what the heck, we're in the same boat.
I'm sorry. No, believe me, I'm really sorry. I mean, it's okay. It's got some of the vim that we're looking for, but it's just missing something.
I'm doing the best I can.
Excuse me, everyone. I just had a thought.
Oh, how long we waited for this day.
If we're adding Bobby to the Kansas Land number, it so happens he and I have been working on a new routine for the dance section, and it's great.
Carmen, Bambi's your child, yes or no?
Normally, I'd say over my dead body, but I don't want to give anyone ideas. Sure, let her take a shot at it.
Well, I better go tell the cast.
Aaron, I thought you were going to write us a better version of In the Same Boat.
We just played the new one. Didn't you hear it?
I did. Aaron, I thought you were going to write us a better version of In the Same Boat.
I'm putting In the Same Boat into dry dock for the time being.
Aaron, please come back. When you have a new song.
Thank you for the chance, Mother.
Don't embarrass yourself, Elaine.
You always make fun of me in front of other people.
No, you have dreams of being in the theater. Chaffee, you should hear this too.
Perhaps we should leave.
No, you have dreams of being in the theater. Chaffee, you should hear this too. Elaine, as a Broadway producer, there's something much more important to me than you getting a star turn.
What?
Me turning a profit. It's strictly business when I say you're not star material, Elaine.
It's Bambi.
Christine, the company's ready to run the square dance.
Oh, joy beyond my wildest dreams. Oh, and Carmen, how many more hours before we're reviewed by
Dale Grady of the Boston Globe.
Grady, you're not what I expected. But then again, I've never actually seen a photo of you.
Complete anonymity is a critic's best tool.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't bite the hand that slaps me, but it's completely unethical to review a rehearsal.
You forgot. I report on the theater as well as review it. Your show is news, and I'm setting aside my customary professional distance to interview some of your members down in the green room. With your permission, Miss Bernstein?
Free publicity, Carmen. The green room is yours, Grady.
All right, company, the 4 Henderson Square dance number. Bambi auditioning a new section.
This I have got to see.
Keep all your fingers crossed.
All right, everybody, let's follow the yellow brick road in the wrong direction all the way back to Kansas Land. Yeehaw!
Come every second Sunday of each month throughout the year. The women folk head out from town to greet the soldiers here.
We bring them home fiddles.
Yeah, that's what these ladies share. There ain't no chance for romance when the dance is strictly square.
In Kansas land, in the straw we never stray. 'Cause in Kansas land, it's perfect in the month of May. In Kansas land, don't shake the sassafras. 'Cause in Kansas land, there's lots of splendor in the grass.
Lieutenant,
Yes, Jenny?
we're way overdue for a break.
Oh, sorry.
Back in 10, everyone. We're clearing the set.
Come on, Mother, you should get something to eat.
I can't eat. What if someone tried to poison my food?
If you're nervous, I'll taste your food for you.
Oh, you have no taste, Elaine. I've seen your makeup, your closet, and your prom date.
You never have a good word to say about me, do you? Especially in public. I thought I did pretty good in that last number.
Big deal considering the years of training I paid for. My professional opinion is you just don't have what it takes. I'm sorry, but you volunteered for this life. Dyed your hair, changed your name. Why? Of all names on earth, did you pick Bambi?
Because in the movie, it doesn't end well for Bambi's mother.
Well, Bambi, despite what your mother says, I thought you did great in that Kansas Land number.
Thanks, Lieutenant. I really appreciate that.
No, it should be me who's thanking you.
And don't pay attention to what your mother says. At least no one can claim you're in this show because your mother is the producer.
I guess that's pretty obvious.
Believe me, Lieutenant, Bambi isn't the girl in this cast who's used personal connections to help her career.
What do you mean by that?
Sorry, a stage manager is an equal parts psychiatrist, mother hen, and father confessor. What anyone in this cast says to me, I consider privileged information. And by the way, Lieutenant, some of the things I know, I don't think you wanna. Oh, and by the way, Georgia, are you ready for that costume change?
Of course. Oh, hello, Miss Harris. I've been looking for you.
Oh, hello, Frank. Is everything okay?
Yes, I just wanted to confess. I took the show because I am your biggest fan.
That's so kind.
I always dreamed if I got good enough, maybe I could perform on stage with you. My lifelong dream is to perform.
But you're such a fine detective.
I do have a gift for sleuthing. But ever since I first saw my first Broadway show, I knew that was my true calling.
Well,
Nikki, ever since the first time I saw you perform, I knew that we could light the stage up.
Well, maybe someday, Frank.
Nikki, I thought to myself, you and I, we could be a tough act to follow. Can't you see? Special people doing special things, running rings around any pair, anywhere. You and I, we could stay a tough act to follow in every way.
If you hold my hand and let the music start, let the curtains part, let the spotlight glow, we'd be a tough act to follow, a tough act to follow, I know.
Nikki, I think it's time you tell me what Sid Bernstein had on you.
Nothing, really. Unlike the rest of this cast, I want to be in this show. I've gotten some wonderful reviews here in Boston, but this is the best chance I've ever had at Broadway.
Jenny hinted that someone in the cast got an advance on her career because of a personal connection. Was she talking about you?
Every show is filled with gossip.
Oh, Nikki, you didn't say no. Who is it?
I made a promise to someone that I wouldn't talk about it. I don't break promises.
You know on Bernstein's Black Book, where every page has a company member's name and a memo on why they're blackmailed? On your page, it was just a big O.
I'm glad.
Or maybe it was a 0.
Olivia, the sandwich order is here. For God's sake, you have to get into your costume.
Sorry.
Folks, 5 minutes and we're back on stage to learn yet another new version of In the Same Boat. Thanks, guys.
Jenny, if Nikki told you anything, I need to know about it.
Don't talk to the microphone, Lieutenant. When it's switched on, everybody downstairs can hear.
Listen, Jenny, if Nikki told you anything, I really need to know about it.
Can what I say be held against me? Or will you only hold it against me if I don't say what you want to hear?
Hug, I hadn't finished questioning the cast, and I'm not done with you. I'll be back.
What's that? Look, this is not a joke. We've had a person die right here on the stage. I don't think this is funny. Hello? Is anybody there? Oh, you scared me. I thought you were... Look, if you were, I'm going to tell anybody what I know about you, and... What are you doing? Let go of me!
Excuse me, detective, but Jenny has been missing for hours, and I don't understand why. We're still going on with all these useless rehearsals.
It doesn't seem right.
We need to find out where she is.
Listen, ladies, I'm concerned too, but I'm sure Detective Trophy is doing everything he can to find her.
Yes, that's true, and it's a part of the plan if everyone just goes around their own business.
Okay, we get it. We'll play along.
We're just so worried for her.
We should check the wig closet. Maybe she's locked in there.
But Nikki, to solve it, I need your help.
What could I possibly know about Jenny's going missing? Why do you need me?
Well, my last conversation with Jenny, the topic was about you, so I'm not letting you out of my sight until I figure out who the murderer is.
Then I guess you'll just have to come to me with the coffee machine.
Lead the way.
All right, everybody, let's pick it up from measure 108.
Tattered and torn, weary and worn, feeling forlorn that we look untidy, chewing our nails, praying that whales aren't allowed to eat meat on Fridays. Still we are not discouraged due to the ancient code that you're likely to win. Take it all on the chin when you're in the same boat.
Not bad. We can make that work. But Georgia, go change for your next number.
No better than the others.
This was Trophy's big idea. Where is he?
Something's not right. Especially with this song.
No, I'll tell you what's not right. Us singing our merry little heads off when Jenny was stage napped a few hours ago.
Jenny and Jessica, which one of us is next?
Folks, the answer's been staring at us the entire time. Quick, I need to see the music for the number.
Have it right here.
Can't believe it took me this long. I think I figured it out. Darn.
What's the matter, Frank?
I just remembered, I can't read music. Never mind, basic logic tells me that, Aaron, you wrote these parts to fit the same orchestra part, correct?
Right.
Then that's a kick of the derriere needs. All three songs sung at the same time.
But what about the murder?
Oh, will you forget about the murder?
But you said you got it, that you've solved it.
Solved on how to save this number? Quick, I want to run this now. Jenny, get them set up.
She's missing.
Forget about Jenny. Aaron, we get everyone set up. I want the 3-1 on the top of the Arkansas River trying to get a Wichita before the farmers take their land.
Aye, aye, Captain.
That's Lieutenant.
Places for in the same boat.
Start it off slow.
In
the same boat, on the same sea, shaking inside as the tide keeps rising. Nary a ship, nary a sail, nary a soul on the whole horizon.
Here come the three pals pounding up the rapids.
Here we are, my shipmates and me, lost on a windy sea. All the planks are springing a leak. We'd like to bail, but we forgot the pail, and we regret to say our compass is gone, but somehow we still sail on, because two heads, three heads are best, as some fellow wrote, and what the heck, we're in the same
And heading down the river come the dancers to distress.
tattered and torn, weary and worn, feeling forlorn that we look untied, chewing our nails, praying that whales aren't allowed to eat meat on Friday. Still we are not discouraged, due to the ancient quote that likely to win, take it all on the chin and run in the
And the
same
weeds are coming on fast. They're gone now.
The winds are really rough, the going's terribly tough, as if that wasn't enough. They lost it all. They find it all they can do to hold the ground for the one little child. They're so dumb that they don't know the form from their ass.
Let's put it all together for the big finish. Everybody sing!
The waves are laughing a lot, the sharks are snapping a lot, the thunder's laughing a lot. Just hear it roll, just hear it roll. There's no doubt we'll stay up front, 'cause it's easy to win. Take it all on the chin when you're in the same boat.
Now the pals go rolling while the band, while the ladies of the creek come sailing into view. Let's put it all together in a 5, 6, 7, and
In the same boat, on the same sea, shaking inside and tidally rising. Nary a ship, nary a sail, nary a soul on the whole horizon. Oh, how we want to stand still. Our stomachs are in distress. We need a helping hand still. Help us all! We are carrying a large, feeling forlorn that we stuck on tight, chewing our nails, setting a sail. Lord alone can keep me on Friday. So I think we'll back to ours. And say as long as he's doing, take it all on the chin, let's in the same boat. And we're together in the same
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You've greatly improved the number, as well as the likelihood that he'll probably take credit for it.
Great work, Chaffee.
I agree. But what about the killer?
I need to see the final moments of the show, right before when Jessica collapsed.
The company bows, but that's the last thing we need to be rehearsing.
Think I don't know that? Please.
Very well then, clear the set. Company bows, people.
Listen, Nikki, I know a way to wrap this up fast, but it's putting you at some risk.
Frank, you do what you have to do.
Folks, I have a little announcement to my cast and to my men downstairs. Nikki will be leaving the show at the end of her Boston run, as she has been offered her first Broadway lead. Now, can we please run this from right before when Jessica took her bow?
Whoa. What about her contract?
Carmen, I need you to just roll with me on this one. Olivia, you said you were watching from the back when Jessica died. Watch me tonight. See if you notice anything different. All right, Aaron, let's go.
Everywhere I look, I see those wide open spaces where the future waits for you and me.
It's so weird to see people taking their bows without any applause.
No, it was pretty much like this on opening night.
And here comes our leading lady.
It's Kansas forever.
Aaron, stop! You're Harv. I know that, but what are you doing here? You're in the cast.
On the bows, I had to quick change to give Jessica the plastic flowers. She demanded a bouquet at every performance. She also wanted us to display the Star-Spangled Banner to guarantee her a standing ovation. Yeah, I'd come down the aisle and hand those flowers up to Jessica.
So you would come down the aisle, hand it up to Jessica. And what would she be doing?
Well, she'd be singing.
All right, Harv, that's all for now. And did anyone notice anything different?
Lieutenant, now that you mention it, I think when she took the flowers, she moved her hand to her mouth, like she was covering a yawn
Or like something just struck her throat.
When you put it that way, yeah.
I saw that too. It happened right after Jessica took the second bouquet.
The second bouquet?
Yes, she got 2 bouquets on opening night.
Oh, yeah.
The first from Harv on that side, and another from someone standing right here in this aisle. He was wearing a tuxedo, but the flowers hit his face.
I noticed that too. I just thought Carmen hired an extra hand for opening night.
Just to boost Jessica's ego? Not a chance.
Well, maybe it was someone who genuinely liked Jessica's performance.
No, I think we can rule that one out.
So that's it. The Cure already knew about the bouquet, and on opening night came straight down the aisle with their own bouquet, which hit something as simple as their face and a pellet gun, and fired it straight at point-blank range into Jessica's mouth as she was singing, causing your star to be killed in full view of you and your audience.
But then that means we're all in the clear.
No, not everyone was on stage at that time. Where were you, Director Belling?
Taking a walk alone, as you well know.
Aaron, you said you were standing at the back of the theater.
Yeah, like every other man on opening night. I was in the back of the theater wearing a tuxedo.
And I'll swear, I was standing next to him the entire time, Lieutenant.
Olivia?
I was sitting with Carmen in the last of the orchestra. I think she would have noticed if I got on my seat and headed for the stage. That's right.
That's right. That's so very right. One person alone had a powerful motive and a perfect opportunity to kill their star.
Chaffee, somebody hit me.
But if that's Bobby, then who's this?
Daryl Grady of the Boston Globe.
Careful, Chaffee. No one will ever see her again.
Easy, Daryl.
Frank, I swear I didn't know.
But she does know you, Daryl, doesn't she?
I asked her not to tell anyone you knew each other so I can praise and proclaim her in my reviews.
But he was only a friend giving me advice. It was never more than that.
It was more than that to me, Nikki. I need you to stay here where I can guide you and make you into a star. But this infernal music was going to New York no matter what I wrote about it.
As a critic on opening night, you would rush from your seat to go get the bouquet that you hid on the lobby and come straight down the aisle and fire the capsule into Jessica's mouth while she was singing as an ultimate showstopper and kill Jessica.
Wow, you figured it out.
Grab it!
I'm
Nikki,
so impressed.
Come here! Mr. Grady, you're under arrest.
Oh man, could my life get any worse?
Take him away. Try to shut down my show, I'll show you.
Well, folks, send your witnesses to Mr. Grady's confession. I'll need all of you to head down to the green room and give a brief statement.
There you are.
What happened?
You're a mess. Grady grabbed me and tied me up and put me in the 5th floor dressing room.
Nobody wants the 5th floor dressing room.
I know.
Come on, Jenny, let's get you cleaned up.
I'm all for that.
Grady's in custody and Jenny's back, and you only have a few hours to your new opening night. Could this be more exciting?
Bobby, you okay? You need some help?
Yeah, no. I think I could use some help.
I am your girl.
Hey, if Robin has a hit trophy, I have you to thank. If you ever want a vetted suit and nice gabardine, just drop by my showroom. For you, Lieutenant, anything in the store, 10% off. I'll see you after the show.
Funny, suddenly I feel a flock of butterflies coming out of hibernation in my stomach.
Well, there's no time to go chasing those butterflies. There's lots of work to be done and very little time.
Yeah, let's get cracking.
You bet. Let's go, partner.
Any additional notes before we erase the curtain, Lieutenant?
Actually, Christine, me and Nikki did have a dream for a new finale for the show.
I'm sure I'll be singing a different tune if you think we should. And, by the way, bravo, the great detective.
Bravo, the great director.
Frank, I swear I didn't have a clue about Daryl Grady.
That's okay. I had more than one, and it still took me a while to figure him out. Good luck tonight. I'll be watching.
Thanks for everything.
Nice going, Chaffee. You put life into a show that was dying, and now they'll put Grady away for life.
Well, I had lots of help. I told your daughter how she was great in that Kansas Center number. She was great.
Better than great.
Aha, finally to hear you say it. You had me and the rest of the cast flim-flam. Carmen, you are the stage mother of all time. You just don't want your daughter to get accused of getting on your coattails, so you belittled her talent in public, even if she hates you for it.
Hey, you can't let her know. I want her to think she got it all on her own.
You're amazing.
You know what, Chaffee? I think you're one of us.
picture being anything but show people. Civilians find the whole thing quite bizarre. But that hope in our hearts when the overture starts helps us know how lucky we are. It's an honor and a joy to be in show business. I feel that spotlight hit me and I'm lost. At the last curtain call, I'm the envy of all, so I know the show must go on. So thrilling the show people and all. So thrilling the show people and all. So thrilling the show people go on.
And the crew. This was a good one. It was a good one. And I wanted to take just a minute and acknowledge our 8th graders, many of whom have done a lot of shows here. Some of them I've known since they were 5th graders doing shows. So if you could just come out when I call your name, and we'll all give you nice applause at the end. Camille Play, Julia Grabowski, Terry L. Maltese, Nate Stolarski, Sylvie Grabowski, Catherine Curry, Taryn Zullen, Audrey Asness, and Ella McKee. Take a bow, friends. Take a bow. Thank you so much for coming. There's a reception out in the lobby, and I have to tell you, the treats are for the cast and the crew. But thank you for being here. Enjoy your afternoon.